Well, hi kids. I hope you are enjoying reading these books as much as what I'm enjoying reading them to you, because every time I read you a book, I get to send you a whole bunch of big hugs and tell you how much that I love you. So this book, the title of it is Winnie the Pooh and Tigger too. So look for a book where Winnie the Pooh is laying down and Tigger's bouncing like Tigger does, and he's bouncing on top of him. Okay, and remember you can pause the video until you find the book and you're ready to open and read, okay? All right, so Winnie the Pooh and Tigger too. Open the book. Oh my goodness. And on this first page, you can see all different kinds of places where people live and do things. And there's Rabbit's house way up here in the corner, and a picture of Piglet. And there's a nice for picnics, and there's a sand pit where Roo plays, and there's an owl and a Pooh Bear's house, and a floody place, and 10-acre wood. Who can find Eeyore? Can you find Eeyore in the book? Eeyore, whoops. Eeyore is right here. Eeyore is right here, isn't he? Yeah, there he is. Okay, and there's Winnie the Pooh's house and big stone and rocks. Okay, so turn the page. And again, this is the introductory page. So just turn that page. One sunny morning in 100-acre wood, Tigger was bouncing through the forest. Boing, 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 boing. Hoo, 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 he cried happily. It's a Tiggerific day for bouncing. I think I'll drop in on my old pals. Turn the page. Meanwhile, a little bear named Winnie the Pooh was busy thinking. Think, 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 the bear of little brains said, trying hard to remember what he was thinking about. Then, whomp, bump, bump, Winnie the Pooh bounced to the ground. Hello, Pooh, I'm Tigger. Tigger, that spells Tigger. Yes, I know, Pooh replied. You've bounced me before. Oh, sorry, pal, apologized Tigger. Well, gotta go. I got a bunch of bouncing to do. Tiff, tiff, ta-ta for now. Turn the page. And quick as a spring, Tigger bounced off. That was Tigger. He was always bouncing in on his friends when they least expected it. Tigger's next stop was Piglet's house, and Piglet certainly wasn't expecting to be whomp, bump, bump, bounced to the ground. Oh, to Tigger, Piglet nervously shuddered. You scared me. Scared you, Tigger said. That was just one of my little bounces. It was, said Piglet, thinking that the bounce had felt awfully big to him. I'm saving my best bounce for old long ears, Tigger replied. Hoo, 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 ta-da! Okay, turn the page. Tigger's kind of ornery, isn't he? Meanwhile, Rabbit was busy tending his garden. There now, Rabbit happily announced. Everything's perfect. Carrots, lettuce, and pumpkins, all neat and tidy. But not for long, because just then, turn the page. Guess who? You're right. Oh, no, no, Rabbit called frantically. Stop! Whomp, bump, bump. Too late. Rabbit received Tigger's biggest bounce ever. The two rolled and tumbled through Rabbit's garden. Everything was flattened. Oh, poor Rabbit. Hello, Rabbit. I'm Tigger. T-I-double. Oh, please, Rabbit angrily interrupted. Don't spell it. Oh, dear, just look at my garden. Yuck, Tigger says. Kind of messy, isn't it? Messy? Messy? It's ruined, moaned Rabbit. Oh, Tigger, why don't you ever stop bouncing? 'Cause bouncing is what Tiggers do, he answered. Turn the page. Later, Pooh and Piglet went to Rabbit's house for a special Tigger protest meeting. Order, order, called Rabbit. Tigger is getting too bouncy. It's time we taught him a lesson. Perhaps we should find a way to unbounce him, suggested Piglet. Okay, turn the page. Yes, I agree, Rabbit replied. What do you think, Pooh? Pooh, are you listening? Of course, Pooh replied, waking from a sound sleep. But there was some fluff in my ear. Could you repeat that, please? Which part? Asked Rabbit. The part that I didn't hear, of course, answered Pooh. Pooh, whispered Piglet, we're trying to take the bounce out of Tigger. Oh, I've got a splendid idea, Rabbit suddenly announced. We'll take Tigger somewhere he's never been before. Then we'll lose him there. Lose him, said Pooh. Oh, don't worry, Rabbit explained. We'll find him again the next morning. Mark my words. It'll take the bounce right out of him. Turn the page. So it was agreed they would start out the next day. That morning turned out to be a cold and misty one in 100-Acre Wood. The mist was so thick that the four friends could barely see the ground in front of them. But that didn't slow down Tigger, Boing, boing, boing. He sprang ahead into the lead. Turn the page. Tigger leaped further and further, deeper and deeper into the woods. Rabbit thought it was a good time to lose him. Now's our chance, he said to Pooh and Piglet. Quick, over here, hide. Rabbit led the two friends inside an old hollow log. Tigger soon realized his friends were no longer behind him. Hey, that's funny, Tigger said. They must be lost. Turn the page. Hello, Tigger called, bouncing back to look for his missing friends. Hey guys, where are you? Hello? Then Tigger climbed on top of the very place where Pooh, Piglet, and Rabbit were hiding. Hello, he shouted into the log as loud as he could. The hidden friends' ears rang from the noise, but they were quiet and didn't say anything. Turn the page. Tigger soon gave up and boinged off in search of his pal. Rabbit cautiously peered out of the log. Hooray, cheered Rabbit. My splendid idea worked. Come on, let's head for home. Rabbit was certain that everything was working according to plan. But soon the plan stopped working. Oh my, turn the page. Pooh, Piglet, and Rabbit walked and walked and walked through the woods, but they didn't seem to be getting anywhere. It's funny how everything seems the same in the mist, Rabbit said. This looks just like the sand pit where we started. And so they tried again, but they ended up at the very same pit. Pooh was getting tired. He suspected the sand pit was following them, but the truth was they were lost. They had been walking around in a big circle. Turn the page. Oh, Rabbit, Pooh suggested. How would it be if, as soon as we're out of sight of this old pit, we just try to find it again? Why? Asked Rabbit. We keep looking for home, but we keep finding this pit, Pooh explained. So I thought if we kept looking for this pit, maybe we'd find home. I don't see much sense in that, Rabbit replied. If I walked away from this pit, then walked back to it, of course I'd find it. I'll prove it to you. Wait here. So Pooh and Piglet waited in the misty sand pit for Rabbit. Turn the page. And they waited and waited and waited. The two tired friends fell asleep. All the while, Pooh dreamed of his honey pots at home. Grrr, a strange noise startled Piglet. What was that? Pooh asked, waking up. My tummy, Pooh explained. It rumbled. I'm hungry, Piglet. Let's go home now. Do you know the way? Asked Piglet. No, answered Pooh, but there are 12 pots of honey in my cupboard, and they have been calling to my tummy. They have? Asked Piglet. Turn the page. Yes, said Piglet. I couldn't hear them before because Rabbit was talking. I think I know where they're calling from, Pooh said, helping Piglet out of the sand pit. Come on, we'll just follow my tummy. Pooh and Piglet walked off together into the mist. For a long time, Piglet said nothing because he did not want to interrupt the voices of Pooh's honey pots. Sure enough, the mist soon got thinner, and Piglet began to know where he was. When suddenly, turn the page, hoo, 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 it was Tigger. Whomp, bump, he bounced Pooh and Piglet to the ground. Hello there, you two, Tigger cried. Where have you been? We've been trying to find our way back home, explained Pooh. Say, where's old Long-Ears? Asked Tigger. He must be still missing in the mist, Pooh said. Well, leave it to me, Tigger declared. I'll go and bounce him right out of there. Tiff, tiff, ta-da, for now. Turn the page. So Tigger romped off to find Rabbit. Meanwhile, Rabbit was still wandering around in the cold mist. By now, he was most definitely lost and certainly scared. His frightened mind played tricks on him. Rabbit began to hear noises, strange noises, scary noises. Turn the page. Chomp, chomp. Pooh, Piglet, is that you? Crunch. Ah! Yelled Rabbit. Croak. What was that? Rabbit cried fearfully. Rabbit. Who's there? Turn the page. Help! Rabbit screamed, running off in an awful panic. Who should he bump into but whomp, whomp, bump, bump. Hello, Rabbit. Tigger, the bouncy bunny cried in surprise. But you're supposed to be lost. Lost? Tiggers never get lost, buddy boy, Tigger cheerfully replied. Never? Rabbit asked sadly. He realized that his splendid plan had not worked at all. Of course not, Tigger said. Come on, Rabbit, let's go home. Hoo, hoo, hoo. And what goes hoo, hoo, hoo? That's an owl, isn't it? And a rivet is what? That's a frog, right. Okay, turn the page. So the two started back. Rabbit was not a happy rabbit. He was a tired rabbit, a lost and found rabbit, a why, oh, why do these things happen to me rabbit? But Rabbit had learned his lesson. Never again would he try to change his friends. He was lucky to have them just the way they are. And all of us are lucky to have each other just the way we are, aren't we? Okay, turn the page. And there is the back of the place with all of the places where they went to visit, with the 100-acre wood and the stream and the floody place and Pooh Bear's house. Oh, and so that's really a neat part of the story, isn't it, kids? That it's always best, even if we sometimes get angry at somebody and wish they would get lost, we really love them a lot, and we just learn that that's just the way they are. And you know what? I love you kids too. Big hugs. Love you, love you, love you.